Hello, everybody, and welcome to my show. I'm Christine Bakker from Galaxy of Light, and please remember to subscribe to my channel and click the notification button so you don't miss out on anything in the future. Right, the topic for today is SP6 Complete, and I'm going to bring in a lovely lady by the name of Mandy, and she's going to be answering a couple of questions for us surrounding the SP6 Complete. Just give me a moment. Hello, Mandy, and welcome to our show.
Hello, Christine. It's lovely to be back again.
Thank you. Mandy, thank you for joining me and my guests today. And I have a few questions on the Lifewave SP6 Complete product.
Cool, go for it.
Right, Mandy, let me fire with my first question. Right, what is the primary function of the SP6 Complete?
So the primary function is to help us stop cravings. So if you're someone that has got a sugar craving or you're eating in excess and you're wanting to curb that, this is the one to use. So these patches are quite interesting, Christine, because they are a white patch from Lifewave, which is normally worn on the midline to the right-hand side of the body. These ones go on the left-hand side because they swap the vortex. So our vortex of our body normally goes clockwise, but with the SP6, it's going to make it go anti-clockwise. And it's also the positioning of the patches is on the lower leg on the left-hand side, all to do with the hormonal side of our body.
Right, that's interesting. Right, Mandy, what kind of results can someone expect from using the SP6 Complete?
Well, we've got a wonderful lady in particular, Louise, who absolutely loves these patches for many reasons, but one of them being because she stopped her sugar cravings. She said she was a chocoholic. She would just want to consume chocolates like crazy, and she's totally stopped having that craving because of the SP6.
Oh, wow. Right. Great. And then obviously one would have to also look at what you're eating in the day and make a decision to sort of go healthy. Drink your water, have your fruit and veggies, etc.
Exactly. What we do have in our team, Christine, that I'm not quite sure if you're aware of, we have a wonderful blood group. I love the blood group as a wellness practitioner. It was one of the things that I shared with my clients. So the blood group diets, or should I say not diet, it's like a food list. And what that does is it actually shares with you whichever blood group you are. I've got it beautifully summarized in such a way that you can actually see exactly what you need. So you'll see at the top, it tells you what makes you pick up weight and what makes you lose weight. You can eat more of those. And then also it gives you a highly beneficial, a neutral, and a void. And in that, you'll know exactly what your body really needs and what your body doesn't need. And you'll quickly see for someone who's picked up weight and who wants to lose weight and is not losing the weight, you'll quickly see that they're eating a lot of the voids and not eating enough of the neutral and the most beneficial. So that just gives you a bit of insight. Get a hold of Christine, and Christine will be able to share that with you. Really, really amazing way. I used it to keep my weight down. I was also someone who consumed quite a lot. I love food. But when I was really losing weight for my modeling, I was using that to sustain my levels of my weight levels. And it just gives you some insight into what you're supposed to be eating and being mindful. I hate the word diet, Christine, because as soon as we say diet to our subconscious, it feels like it can't eat anything. But if you learn what foods work for you and what foods don't work for you, you'll find that your body will reciprocate in the right way.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Right, Mandy. And how often should one use the SP6 Complete?
You're going to use it every day. You're going to use it for 12 hours. You're going to place them on the points that you're supposed to. In fact, let me quickly share with you. If I find my, here we go. You'll find that you're going to place them on these points. So there is This is the stomach, this is the spleen, and I'm going to not put my head on a block if I know exactly which one this is. So just behind the ankle is the one first spot. You're going to put it about 3 finger widths below the knee, which is the stomach meridian. And this one is 4 finger widths above the ankle, which is your spleen. So those are this is actually the triple warmer. Sorry, I've just remembered that now. So this is the conjunction between the hormones in the body. It's called the triple warmer, which is very important for women as well. So those are the 3 points. And what you'll do is you'll keep on alternating them. So one day you'll do that, the next day that, the next day that. Some people, Christine, find that one point works better than others, and you're more than welcome to keep it on that spot. You don't necessarily need to keep it on the exact spot, because if you keep on putting the patches on one spot, you're going to irritate the skin because of the latex. So you can put it slightly below, slightly above, if you find that that is the spot that really works really well for you. But you all get a little brochure like this every time you order your patches, which shows you exactly what to do.
Right. Nice. Thank you, Mandy. And tell me, Mandy, will one have to wear these patches like forever? So, for example, somebody's wanting to lose weight and they've lost their weight and they're down to where they want to be. Do they have to carry on wearing the patches, or
well, I'm going to give you a little bit more insight as to why you want to continue wearing these patches. So these wonderful patches not only work for cravings, but what they do is they balance our hormones. So if you want to naturally balance your hormones, because what these patches do, they actually work on the hypothalamus. And if you know anything about the hypothalamus, it works on all our bodily functions. That's the little motherboard that helps our body do all of its functionality. And what it also does is it's got an extension to that. So it helps the organs, some of the major organs like thyroid, adrenals, which women struggle with, and a whole lot of others that work on the hormones and the endocrine system to help it function better. So we've had a lot of ladies that have menstrual issues, that have very sore breasts before they menstruate, that have no longer got that because they are using the SP6. So I think if you are someone that has got hormonal issues, this is a really amazing patch for you to continue using on a long-term basis, for you to keep your adrenals, your thyroid, and anything else that's required in the endocrine system to keep it balanced. So it's a choice, Christine. You know, it's something that I don't stop using. I love my SP6s, and also libido. It actually brought my libido back. So it's a really interesting one in rebalancing very subtly. You don't really feel it, but you see little telltale signs, like, for instance, someone in our team who had very sore breasts when she had her menstruation and no longer gets that. And I actually spoke to another lovely lady the other day, and she said it was her saving grace, because she was really struggling with her hormones at one stage, and she didn't want to go on all the other synthetic stuff. And she said she started using her SP6s and she was just blown away.
Nice, very nice to know. And I know hundreds and thousands of ladies that would love this product.
Yep.
Mandy, is there anything? Yeah, is there anything else you can tell us about the SP6?
Well, you know, when we look at the SP6 and we look at Lifewave's technology, we know that it's only based on light. So it's not giving the body anything. It is simply just balancing whatever, or supporting the body's own functionality. And that's what we love. I love it as a wellness practitioner of over 17 years, that we want the body to do its own job. We don't want to give the body a crutch. This is very important, because the more crutches we give a body, the less functionality it has for itself. So, you know, using something as natural as Lifewave is going to facilitate your body's own functionality, and therefore making sure that your body is switched on. I always say these little patches are like a little light bulb. They light up the body where the body is kind of in darkness, where it's not functioning properly, and it wakes up the mind to saying, oh, you know what, you need to fix that, and that's broken, and that's broken. So I love the idea. If you want to amp up your weight loss program, so you've got the cravings sorted out, you've got your thyroid supported and your adrenals supported, because remember also that we have, you know, when the stress levels are high, our body produces excess cortisol, which makes us, get belly fat as a woman or a man for that matter. What you can use is the X49 that will launch the beginning of this year, Christine, which works on building lean muscle in the body, also supporting bone health, and then also working on the heart health and brain health as well, and sustaining our stamina and performance, making us stronger. So those two patches worn together can really benefit people. Alternatively, if you want to opt for the other old version of using the energy enhancers with your SP6s, that's also an option for you. Now, energy enhancers take the fat of the body and turn it into energy. So if you combine those two, they work really, really well together. So yes, and then obviously you're needing to watch what you're eating. So we can give you the blood group diet plan. And then from there, just adding a little bit of exercise to your routine will get you really sorted. And maybe that will be your New Year's resolution for 2024 is to get, stop the craving and get your body back into shape.
Oh, I like the combination of the energy enhancers, the SP6. I love that.
And let me tell you something. Sorry, Christine, I'm just going to stop you there for 2 seconds because I want to add something really important. What's really lovely about the energy enhancers is that they give you more internal energy. So for those ladies out there that are really feeling like they're so tired, this can really help you get going on that respect. And on the other respect, it can help you sleep really well. Energy enhancers, even though it says energy, it makes you sleep like a baby. And I've shared this testimonial before. When I was on my way to Crete, I had 4 flights in 2 days, and it was like really hair-raising. But interesting, I had so much energy during the day, but when I was on a flight, I literally nodded off and went to sleep. And when I did my long haul from Oro Tambo to Frankfurt, I slept like a baby for 6 hours. That is unheard of for me. I do not sleep on a plane. So as I said to so many others, I probably drooled, snored, whatever it is I did, because for 6 hours I was out.
Nice.
So,
Mandy, are there any symptoms that one could develop initially when you start the SP6?
Absolutely nothing, especially with the SP6 and especially with the energy enhancers or otherwise the X49s. There's no side effects to these whatsoever. You can even stay on your medication because it's not giving you anything. It's only giving the body light. So it doesn't interfere with medication whatsoever. The only thing that you can get, Christine, is a detox response. And, if that is required and your body needs to clean itself out, it's going to do that. So what do I mean by that? Well, you could get a severe headache. You could get a rash. You could get a runny stomach. And this will come from the body trying to clean itself out, which it hasn't had a chance to do. So I think that's the only discomfort you could have at some point in time that you would need to be mindful of.
And then just drinking a lot of water, it would just flush you quicker.
Water, especially if you're doing something with SP6 and with energy enhancers and wanting to, get rid of the excess fat, you do need to flush it out. So you would need to assist the body. So definitely looking at, the right amount of water for your weight. Many of us are drinking too little water and we're so dehydrated. And very important that the cells work together very well. They need communication. So the only way that they communicate is if your cells are totally hydrated. So water is really, really important.
Right. Mandy, you brought the energy enhancers in, and you said there that you could sleep with them as well. So how would you work 12 hours on and 12 hours off with the energy enhancers?
Well, what I would do is, look, the energy enhancers are only 15 in a sleeve. So what I would do is I would wear them for 24 hours every second day.
Okay.
So bearing in mind that we need to make sure that the body doesn't get used to the light, then it doesn't respond. So you need to be listening to your body. I know when the patches are not doing what they're supposed to, if I've perhaps worn them for too long. So general rule of thumb is always 12 hours on, 12 hours off. If you want to give it a 2-day break, like for instance, if you wear it for 24 hours, you can give it a 2-day break. It resets the body, and then you can put those energy enhancers on again for a day. So maybe you want to do that, so in between your SP6s every day, you're wearing a 12 hours on, 12 hours off. You can wear your energy enhancers for 24 hours, and you can get that internal energy just pumping up inside, which is great.
Oh, nice. And tell me, Mandy, can one wear the SP6 complete and go and have a nice swim in the sea?
Yes, you can. So I wouldn't, Christine, you have to be very careful when you go in the sea. So if you're just going to jump in the shower, no problem. But in the sea, if you haven't stuck that on very dry, clean skin, you may find that a little bit of it is lifted. And if the sea kind of gets underneath there and wets the rest of it, remember that it's latex, so it's waxy. So as soon as a bit of water gets in there, it kind of pops off and you might lose the patch. So I often say to people, also, you don't want to wear it when you're at the beach because the sun is actually going to dissipate the crystals, which is what you want to use to facilitate that heat. So if you are going to the beach for the day, rather don't wear your patches and rather wear your patches at night. Okay. If you are going to stay awake because you've got the energy, it's interesting because I also thought that the energy enhancers, and I was double patched. I patched my lung meridian and I patched below my knees where the stomach meridian was. And I also thought, okay, well, I'm double patched, I'm going to be wide awake. In actual fact, Christine, may I say that I was quite happy to be double patched because I thought I was going to watch 4 movies because that's what I normally do. But I fell fast asleep and I was asleep for 6 hours and I was double patched. And it just shows you how much your body requires the energy for staying afloat during the day, but also the energy to switch over to those sleep mechanisms at night. So
Yes.
I was very, very flabbergasted. And can I say, after flying for 2 days and 4 flights, I still had a cocktail party that night and I still felt absolutely hunky-dory. And that night I went to sleep like a baby.
Fabulous. No, that's lovely. I love it. Absolutely love it. Well, Mandy, I think we've kind of answered everything on the SP6. Great stuff. Mandy, thank you so much. That was very, very informative, and I'm sure the guests enjoyed it. And then if anybody wants to know anything more, they can contact me. All my details are below. So thank you very much, Mandy. Until next week.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
See you all next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.